I know I've visited with you on this one before, but I had a wonderful experience just this last week with an individual that actually watched the video and took it to heart and was operating on that premise and came back to me with some wonderful questions of clarification. So let me reprise, if I may, that subject and portions of that conversation with him. And thank you for the questions and feedback, by the way. It's wonderful. It helps me tailor and sort of hone in on what you need. I'm not doing this for my benefit. I'm doing this for yours. But there was, on the subject of there's only really three ways to grow a business, and there is only three ways to grow a business, be that a Unicity business, an ABC business, or frankly a McDonald's franchise, Subway sandwich, whatever. That is this. 1, you get more customers. 2, you get them to maybe come back more often, more regularly. And 3, you get them to buy more each time they come. Look at McDonald's, for example. Why the hamburger Happy Meals? Well, it's to make the kids, make mum and dad go back more often. Why the sequence of toys in those Happy Meals? That's because I've got to go again to get the next toy in the sequence, blah, blah, blah. You want to supersize that. You want fries with that. You want a biggie, whatever they call it now. I'm out of sync with what the latest marketing strategy of McDonald's is. That's trying to get more value out of you each time you go. The advertising on TV, it's to remind you to go back. It's to get, if there are any, new people to go for the first time to McDonald's. All these offensive and marketing strategies are designed to get more customers, have them spend more each time they come, and come back more often. That's it. There is no other way to grow the business. Now, it's kind of fun to watch different businesses engage or attempt to engage in those strategies as they attempt to grow their business. A little bit of algebra now. If you, and I've shared this with you before, but we'll remind you of it, if you get 20% more customers, let's say there's 10 people in your team that are active, and over the next 90 days, could you move that 10 people to 12? I think you could with some degree of effort. That's a 20% increase. Could you maybe, and sometimes in this business our minimums become our maximums, could you maybe move the average purchase of those people from 100 PV to maybe 120 PV? I think you could. In some instances, I have. Introduce them to a new product, and have you thought about doing this with that? And they already know the products work, and have you introduced them to maybe an edging out number of products that can add similar value to their lives? I think, again, with the appropriate focus and strategy, you probably could. And could you get them to come back more often? Well, that's a bit more difficult in a Unicity context, but maybe have them refer friends and have an alter ego of a customer or another person that joins them as a reflection of them, in a broader sense, coming back more often. Or maybe just have them placing slightly more orders. Do 20% more of that? Again, you probably could. And the conversation with this individual was, well, let's develop some thinking and some strategies and some conversation points and some directions to head that begin to affect all of these three drivers of a business. Any one of them, if you focus on, you could probably make a good plan, and he did, and I'm helping him with it, to grow each of those by 20%. The cool thing about this is if you do each of those three, growing by 20%, your business has grown by, pause here for you to calculate, 72%. So if I said to any of you, would you like to grow your business by 72% over the next X number of months? Everyone by definition would say, yeah, you bet I would. I mean, I would. Well, the way you do it is you look at what grows a business, more customers, more often, spend more each time. And how does that map and apply to what we're doing? And therefore, what am I doing to support those three things? And I don't need to make a huge uplift in any one of those points. I just need to make, using our example, a 20% uplift in each of them. The compounding value of that is significant. So begin to think strategically, or strategically, as my youngest would say, about how you go about things. Fundamentally, especially at this time of year, brand new thinking, new goals, new ideas. Slow down to speed up and say, okay, now what grows a business? Well, that crazy Aaron said these three things grow a business. Great. How does that apply to me and my business? Where am I at? Measure where I am. What's the average purchase in my team? How many people are active each month? What can I do to affect those numbers? And then just purposefully go to work on that. Share that with your people so they do the same thing for their groups. Their business is your business after all. So have them aligned with you in terms of what and how they're doing it, in terms of the goals they're pursuing. That's how you grow a business. Make that plan, pass it out, look at the constituent elements that make it up, certainly that make up any degree of growth, and make a plan for each of those areas, the compounding value of which is significant. Using our 20% for each, 72% as a whole, yeah, I'd take that. You bet I'd take that. I'm sure you would too, because the corresponding increase happens to your check. Have a great day.